From scrolls to ruins. Looking at ramshackle American cinemas. When 2020 lockdown has shuttered movie theaters around the country, many feared they wouldn't survive the economic fallout of the pandemic. But movie theaters have been struggling for almost a century. Once grandiose palaces with domed ceilings and ornate plasterwork. Hundreds of movie theaters from New York to Detroit to Hollywood now stand in ruins. Many others have been converted into nightclubs and bingo halls, churches and bookstores. By focusing the lens on what is left, the book pays homage to these movie palaces and adds a sense of urgency to save them before they fully succumb to the ravages of time, the COVID-19 era, and the age of streaming. Since that first time in Detroit, they've visited hundreds of movie theaters in myriad architectural styles, from neo-Gothic to Art Nouveau to Byzantine Revival. In Europe, these styles are most often reserved for castles and cathedrals, myriad says, noting that in the U.S., the movie theater was the cathedral of the beginning of the 20th century. Movie theaters is a timely reminder of what might happen to the theaters that never reopen. The book is filled with derelict structures where crumbling plaster and torn-up velvet seats make up the remains of tattered auditoriums. Arguably, though, while the buildings are still standing, is it really the end? Ultimately, movie theaters is the DUO's attempt to save these relics from sinking further into oblivion. The only thing that's left is a picture, myriad says. We hope that by showing many remarkable buildings in a state of decay, people will notice